Welcome everyone. I hope you guys are doing well today. Today I will be playing Purple Room by Fluent. This game was submitted to the Tomei Game Jam of 2025 and the Josei Game Jam of 2025 on itch.io. As always, I have left links in my description to the itch.io page of the game. If you guys do end up playing the game, don't forget to rate and comment and let the creator know how much you enjoyed it. This is another Yandere game from the Yandere collection that Yan Parade has made on itch.io. I'm slowly going through every single one up there. I can devour all the Yandere content I want, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. In this game, you wake up in a room with a stranger who claims to have waited hundreds of years for your return. But something is wrong. The scent of flowers is too sweet, like an artificial kind of fragrance hiding something like rot under perfume. And your body is covered in scratches and wounds. Sounds very, very concerning. Not sure what this stranger wants from me. It says that they were waiting for me for so long. I don't know how long. Is it like a Sleeping Beauty type situation where I've been sleeping for hundreds of years and I finally woke up and he's been there the whole time, trying maybe to find a cure? Or is it something nefarious, like he put me under the spell and was waiting for me to wake up on my own? Looking forward to find out. Do you know this is not a completed game yet? This is only day 1 out of 7. In the description, it does say there are many different ways to kill or be killed, so I'm looking forward to that one. I might not make it, so we're just gonna go ahead and get started. Must be. It feels like I'm underwater. Like I'm crushed under the pressure of a bottomless ocean. My lungs burn with the need to scream, but my body does not respond. The sheer darkness around me is suffocating, enough to bring tears to my eyes. I can't move. Even my heartbeat feels sluggish, each beat muffled. I don't want to be here anymore. A cold, ominous feeling washes over my body. I can't be here anymore. Ooh, okay. Do we want to try and open our eyes or try to move? And we save as always. Open my eyes under the water? Let's try that. It might hurt. My eyelids feel heavy, as if glued shut together. Fear rises up my body. Where am I? I need to leave. Panic shoots down my spine as I try to move my arm. Nothing responds. With a sudden gasp, I manage to force my eyes open. Oh, hey stranger, you're kind of cute. You have a bit of a scarring around your neck and here too. Suspicious. You're finally awake. Both the room and the man are oddly familiar. Disturbingly so. The room is slightly scented with a smell of fresh flowers, and everything around me is painted with a dark purple color. The scent of flowers is too sweet, like an artificial kind of fragrance, hiding something like rot under perfume. My fingers brush against soft satin, but I still cannot move them. There are dark, irregular splotches all over the bedsheets I am lying on. The stains are old. A stranger is looking at me with sorrowful eyes. How did I get here? Where am I? Who are you? Or say nothing. Who are you? He looks like he's about to break down. It really is my fault, isn't it? What did you do? I was beginning to think you'd never wake up. But have you really forgotten me? Of course. Hundreds of years of waiting, and you look at me like I'm a stranger. It's me, Cass. It breaks my heart that you don't remember me. 100 years of waiting, and a name that I don't recognize. Don't you remember anything at all? My name, do I remember it? Name would be great, I guess. That's right. Although my memories are foggy, I at least know this much. My head begins to hurt as I try to remember more about myself. My name. What was it? Eee. I love all the different, what was it? I love all the different creative ways these games have you put your name in. My name is Lottie, I think. I can only remember this much. I feel oddly guilty seeing that expression on his face. It was strangely familiar, this guilty feeling. Do I know him from somewhere? Don't worry. I'll help you remember. Every single moment. I wince in pain, hoping more memories would resurface in my mind. It's overwhelming. Why can't I remember? Okay. Lottie? We look kinda dead on the inside, don't we, with our eyes? Like there's no the white shining light you see? Huh. We did just wake up from what I'm assuming, if he's telling the truth, like 100-year coma at least. I'm suddenly pulled into a tight embrace. The fabric of his clothes smell faintly of the same floral perfume from the room. Somehow, I knew that it has been a long time since I felt such warmth. He holds me tightly. He holds me so tightly that I feel my ribs creak. Something is wrong. His heartbeat, or maybe mine, is beating too slow, like a broken clock winding down. His skin is feverishly warm, but in patches. Parts of him are burning, where others are corpse cold. Some innate feeling of fear inside me is telling me to get away from this person. Let's not tell him to let go of us yet. I just want to wait a bit and kind of figure out this whole situation. So we just woke up from what we assume is a 100+ year coma. And this guy, he has been waiting for us to wake up this whole time. I am not sure if he's actively been looking for ways for us to wake up, or he was just praying and hoping we wake up on our own. But seeing how part of his body is warm and other parts is cold like a corpse, very concerning. Not sure if he's fully human, or maybe he did some dark magic and that's the result of him. But let's just stay silent and kind of watch what he does. I need to observe this man. I feel myself regaining my ability to move. The feeling of his skin on mine feels hot, like a burning brand. I don't move. My muscles threaten to scream if I try to shift. My wrists are ringed with scabbed over cuts that are too precise to be from accidents. Old injuries, but from what? Our wrist. He doesn't seem to notice these injuries, or maybe he just ignores them. It's not worth doing anything to alarm him, for now. Lottie, I waited for this day for so long. My body begins to feel immense disgust at his touch, the type of revulsion that makes my skin crawl. It seems like maybe our body is used to him touching us, and that's why we have this reaction. These feelings aren't mine, are they? My disgust didn't go unnoticed, it seems. I prepare myself for what he's about to say. You're unwell. Let me get you something to drink. Is it gonna be drugs? I've played these games before. But wait, you... My protest comes too late. He disappears into a corner of the room where shadows seem unnaturally deep. I still have no idea how it ended up here. My mind feels blank. Like a clean slate, completely wiped, unnaturally wiped. One thing is for sure, this place doesn't feel right. I don't belong here. What do I do? Only thing we can do at this point. I look around the room, doing a quick scan for possible exits or weapons, just in case. Every instinct screams at me to leave, but this room has no door. What do you mean, no door? The walls are smooth, just an endless dark purple stretching into corners that don't really make sense when I look too long. There's a small window near me, but not much can be seen from this angle. Is this the window? It looks like one of those little prison slots, like where they slide food into. Judging from the distance, the window is too small for a human to fit through. Okay, feel under the pillow, investigate the drapes around the room. Realistically, were there actually be something under our pillow? I feel like he would notice that, right? That's like the most obvious place. But is it so obvious that he might not think we put something under there? Is he under the pillow? Slowly, I moved my hand under the pillow that I had been resting on moments before. Weird. My wrists are also bruised. These are fresh. Maybe like shackles, where we shackled up somehow? I don't have time to think too much, because my fingers are met with something cold under the— there is something under the pillow? Judging by the texture, a bottle made of glass, maybe. It wouldn't hurt to hold on to this. I made sure the stranger was looking away before double-checking what I obtained. A bottle containing black liquid like sludge. Sludge inside the bottle writhes, almost like it's alive. By instinct, I knew it was a bottle of Vapira Noctis. Like spilled obsidian, thick, black ink. When ingested, the victim feels extreme paranoia and experiences an excruciating painful death as her organs liquefy. A silent agony. Why is this under our pillow? Since it kills people, obviously we have not ingested it yet. But how do I know this so well? A soft whisper rises from the bottle. He's lying. Bro, what if he's actually lying about him waiting 100 years for us to wake up, and it's only been like what, like a few months, a year at most? My palms sweat as I carefully retrieve it, keeping my movements minimal and controlled. I tuck it into my pocket for safekeeping. It wouldn't hurt to have this on hand, just in case. However, I couldn't afford to panic right now and do something stupid. As I wait for him to come back, I look around the room once more. The place really is beautiful though, hauntingly so. The walls are embroidered with floral patterns that are intricately designed and drawn. There's a single mirror near the corner of the room. It's slightly cracked. I consider walking over to investigate it, but I hear footsteps coming closer. I feel Kaz's piercing gaze. He handed me a small cup. Although I feel absolutely parched, I put the cup on the top of the dresser next to the bed. I don't really feel safe drinking anything just yet. Smart. The air grows heavier with a scent of artificial roses and something metallic underneath. Feeling uncomfortable, I break the silence. What is it? I know you have questions, Lottie. If you're wondering how you arrived here, the answer is simple. He doesn't speak for a bit. We have always been here. That doesn't really help, but thank you, I guess. I feel like I'm being gaslit. My fingers dig into my palms, the pain sharp against my skin. It's not a dream, is it? I can still feel the pain. But if this is reality, I definitely do not feel like I've always been here or belong here. My body is still screaming at me to leave this place. Intuition or instinct, I'm not sure. But how exactly do we end up inside? I don't see any entrance. Look at the small window again. It's definitely too small for a human to fit. Briefly, I saw something dark flicker outside the window, almost like someone or something waving. If shadows can even wave, of course. He speaks the next sentence softly. I waited so long, just so I can see your face again. I would have done anything just to see you again. Didn't you? More alarming words. He sounds almost psychotic. His words leave me more confused. Waiting for more than 100 years, and something about it being all his fault. Nothing makes sense. I don't think I've been in this room for 100 years, at least. The bruises and cuts on my body are fresh, and so is the pain. But when I try to remember where I was before this room, nothing comes to mind. I don't remember anything. But why? Okay. Yeah, why can't I remember anything? What happened? Why was I asleep for 100 years based on what you've said? He looks confused. I don't know what you mean. That's not important. There's nowhere else for us to go anyway. Okay, so we're just stuck here together. The window behind him flickered again, and the smell of flowers becomes even stronger. This is a place you and I treasure deeply. The place we treasure the most. This is the only place for us. Our place, Lottie. You once begged me to keep you here forever, you know? The claim makes my skin crawl. Could I really have requested that? How can you forget? I don't know, you tell me. I think you're the reason why I forgot. Except, I did forget. I really don't remember any of this. The artificial smell of the flowers are becoming nauseating. I feel sick. The longer I stay in this place, the more my head begins to throb in pain. I stood up, walking to the small window at the corner. My legs moved stiffly, as if remembering how to work. They say an organism's response when threatened is to fight, flight, or freeze. But somehow, I am able to remain composed despite my situation. Probably better to remain like this, until I can figure things out. The thought feels almost foreign, like someone else's reasoning inserted into my mind. I press my hand to the window. Oh! So it's like darkness. Yeah, it really is completely dark outside. Okay, so is it like a void and this room is stuck in the void? The blackness seems to swallow the light from the room, leaving no reflection in the glass. I see nothing but shadow. The sight is very unsettling. The void beyond the window isn't exactly empty though. There are occasionally some shapes, distorted and reaching out to me. Are they people? Or parts of them? A trick of the light? Is it simply a pitch black night sky? No moon or stars? Or am I really floating in the middle of nowhere with this stranger that seems to know everything about me? What awaits outside this room? Don't look too long. You might begin to see yourself out there in the shadows. I watch as what seems like a shadow arm begin to wave at me beyond the window. They like to do that, play tricks on you. I can't pull my gaze away. The shapes in the shadows are desperate, almost familiar. Ooh, he says stop staring. What if I'm a glutton for punishment? I'm gonna keep on staring out. The window is all I see. The shadows wave. They beckon. They're telling me, you don't belong here. I think I heard Cass saying something, but it was muffled. I find myself entranced. You shouldn't have looked. Am I gonna get killed? The world seems to tilt around me. For a moment, I'm suspended between the room and the void outside, and then it seems to all blend together. Sudden realization jolts me out of my trance. Are we outside? I'm on the other side of the window. I see Cass looking at me through the window frantically, but I can't hear a word he says. The shadow surged forward around me, grabbing my body. Lottie, you shouldn't have looked. You had a good in there. Join us. I feel the beings around me rip into my body and my flesh. Oh damn, I did get a death consuming me. Well, okay. My fingernails scrap against the window glass as I try to get back to where Cass is. My bad, Cass! I mean, I guess he was telling the truth here. Oops. It's futile. Cass stands there, his palm pressed to the glass, a shattered expression on his face. I think I see him say my name, but I can't hear anything from outside. And then, the darkness swallows everything. Yeah, okay. Well, let's just say, well, I was curious and I figured out what happened, but now we know. Look away. So I guess Cass is at least telling the truth about this thing here. My bad. I was wondering maybe if I looked at it and Cass would get angry, but I guess not. Yeah, so don't look out the window. I forced myself to look away. Anywhere else but the window. My gut instinct told me I chose the right choice. Who knows what would have happened if I stared any longer? Would the darkness consume me, or something worse? I feel him take my hand, pulling me out of my trance. His fingers are cold, unnaturally so. Come, let's have tea together, like we used to. The window unnerved me. I took one final look outside, before letting him guide me to the table. The shadows outside seem to whisper, he's lying. No, oh, the shadows lying? Because we know we get killed if we keep on looking. Damn, I guess I do have to trust in Cass a bit. Okay. He poured us each a cup of tea. The gentle fragrance of the drink tickled my nose, but I can't bring myself to drink it. I think he noticed my reluctant expression, because his smile faltered. The silence stretches, suffocating almost. I've been so patient. I waited centuries. But you... He trails off. I didn't dare say anything as I waited for his next words. There is a period of silence before he speaks. I'll go get some sugar. I'm sorry I forgot such an important thing. Is it really the sugar that's the most important thing here? I watch him disappear once again, in some far corner of the room I can't see. The shadows seem to swallow him whole. I'm not sure where he's getting these ingredients from, seeing that we're in a place with no entrance or exit. I just don't know what to think anymore. Now that he's far away, I face the teacups before me. Our cups sit untouched. Could this be my chance? The vial in my pocket seems to grow heavier. I see my reflection in the dark tea before me. If I pour in a drop or two of Vipera Noctis, it will be hard for the human eye to notice. For a moment, I feel like I hear my reflection whisper, do it. Ooh. I feel like we're only stuck in here with him. Would it even kill him? Pour the poison in his cup. I'm really curious. We already know if we end up dying ourselves, bro is just gonna be shattered considering how the shadows ate us up out that window. So let's actually pour it in his cup and see what happens. Will he feel betrayed? And if this is like a dead end, then I'll go back to do not pour it in the cup. I pulled out the object I retrieved from under the pillow earlier. Very slowly, I tipped the vial's contents into Cass's cup. The poison flows thicker than liquid should, forming strange patterns on the surface before dissolving. How quick is the poison though? How fast does it work? Maybe with him out of the picture, I can finally piece together what is going on. I'm so sorry, Cass. I love you. He brought the sugar cubes and milk. I don't know if I usually take tea with sugar or milk, but I drop in 2 cubes. Thank you. It's been so long since I've seen you like this. Usually, you're always... I wait for him to continue, but he doesn't. I was always... I don't get an answer. Instead, he begins to drink his tea. You know what would be funny if that poison doesn't even affect him at all? Now that I got a chance to get a good look at him, he looks ethereal. Beautiful in a way no human can be. I bring the cup to my mouth. Bergamot and something else underneath. The aftertaste lingers on my tongue. The flavor is perfect. The exact kind of tea I like, which is also odd. I didn't remember that little detail before drinking this. He's watching my face closely. Lottie, do you really not recognize me? His voice is barely a whisper. Once again, this familiar guilty feeling consumes me. Guilt and longing. But why? Do you despise me so much that you no longer want to remember me? It doesn't seem like he wants an answer. I also don't know if I can answer that. However, the expectant silence is worse than any word spoken. My tongue begins to burn from the tea. I watched him finish the tea and waited. The shadows seemed to deepen around the room. When will it take effect? Oh shit! Well, I think I might be dead, y'all. I guess don't poison him? Kinda obvious, but I was really curious. Suddenly, the table was knocked over, and I found myself on the floor. The room plunged into darkness, and I found hands around my neck. Fingers cold like iron. You really haven't changed at all. Have you been planning on doing this after you woke up? His grip tightened. I feel my vision swimming. Did you think I wouldn't see through your little act? Your amnesia. Wait, but I actually do have amnesia. Wait. Do you really think doing this changes anything? I'll just repeat. Oh, okay. So we definitely have not been asleep for hundreds of years. He just says that every time he makes us repeat, makes us wake up and have these memories again. I have no words. His grip around my neck loosened. Maybe the poison is starting to take effect. Or maybe he let go. Nothing to say, huh? He sounds disappointed. Then, maybe all this time, I really was alone. Wait, what do you mean nothing to say? Your hands are around my neck. What did you want me to say with you choking me? I just don't understand. His voice cracked. What went wrong between us? For this to happen? So soft, like a whisper. Or maybe, did I imagine it all? It's silent and dark, like I'm underwater, weightless, drifting. Is that what happened last time? He choked us out and then we woke up and he started off everything again? And here I am, Back again in this eternal darkness. There really is nowhere else to go but here. Maybe I really did forget something important. The thought slips away like sand through fingers. And we got another bad ending. Okay. So, I guess poisoning him was not the right option, unfortunately. I don't even know if the poison really works on him because he choked us out before he could really see the effects. So there's that. So I'm just not going to do anything this time and we'll see what happens. My hand hesitates over the vial in my pocket. I shouldn't do anything rash. Not yet, at least. He brought the sugar cubes and milk. I don't know if I usually take tea with sugar or milk, but I drop in 2 cubes. Thank you. It's been so long since I've seen you like this. Usually, you're always... I wait for him to continue, but he doesn't. I was always? I don't get an answer. Instead, he begins to drink his tea. Now that I got the chance to get a good look at him, he looks ethereal. Beautiful in a way no human can be. I bring the cup to my mouth. Bergamot, and something else beneath. The aftertaste lingers on my tongue. The flavor is perfect. The exact kind of tea I like, which is also odd, so he knows all of our preferences. I didn't remember the little detail before drinking this. He's watching my face closely. Lottie, do you really not recognize me? His voice is barely a whisper. Once again, this familiar guilty feeling consumes me. Guilt and longing. But why? Do you despise me so much that you no longer want to remember me? It doesn't seem like he wants an answer. I also don't know if I can answer that. However, the expectant silence is worse than any word spoken. My tongue begins to burn from the tea. If he chokes me out again. The silence between us grows thick. The only sound, the faint clink of porcelain as we both finish the tea. You're always hesitant to drink anything the first day. I'm glad. How many times has he repeated this cycle? First day, what do you... My question is cut off when Cass stands up abruptly. Let's take a walk. Where? What do you mean take a walk in this room? Go to the 4 corners and just gaze at the scenery? Oh, look at the little dust bunnies. His gaze is gentle, inviting. A walk. He nods slightly. The garden is in bloom, after all. Garden? The scent of flowers suddenly overwhelms the room, thick enough to taste. Garden. I'm not sure what he means. There is no door in this room. We are surrounded by darkness outside. I watch him walk towards the wall. His footsteps don't make a sound. As he moves forward, the shadows peel back like curtains, revealing a bright and beautiful greenhouse. One moment we're in the bedroom, and now we're not. The fragrance is the same as the sweetness from before, stronger even. It follows Cass as if it were alive, thick as syrup. The flower colors range from midnight black to deep purple and bright red hues. It's enchanting. Hypnotic. The black roses seem to drain the light away. The color is so deep that I find myself entranced. Cass plucks a flower, offering it to me. His fingers graze mine as he hands it to me. The stem drips black fluid. Poison. Something I am familiar with. The entire atmosphere of this place is unsettling. The glass walls reflect nothing, just rows of beautiful flowers stretching the land. I'm not sure how to feel. A part of me recognizes this place. Let's keep on complimenting. I'm not trying to get another death ending right now. The beauty of this place is undeniable. Cass laughs. It sounds genuine, but also vulnerable. I feel my chest tighten. Is it? He steps closer to me. That's not what you told me back then. He reaches out and tucks a stray hair behind my ear. But I love all sides of you. His touch is gentle, like he's holding something fragile that might slip through his fingers. Unsure how to react, I pull back slightly. The flowers around us seem to darken in color. I brush my hands against the petals of the roses lining the ground. The petals are sticky. Nectar, maybe. I dare not think of the alternatives. The air begins to feel a little chilly. It's dangerous here. Bro, what? I'm not supposed to say the place is beautiful? Is that my death flag? To my surprise, I feel something wrapped around my body. Vines move before I can see them, their thorns biting deep into my skin. Bro, was I not convincing enough? My voice won't come as the vines tighten around my throat, silencing me. I'm entangled in them, paralyzed. What's going on? Cass's expression twists with guilt, but his hands are steady as they reach for mine. I feel him pull me close to him. His body is stone cold, unfeeling. But his embrace is anything but that. There's desperation in the way he holds me. Once again, I experience this mixture of fear and guilt upon contact with him. The vines dig into my skin. The greenhouse dims around us. Looks like the room can't accept you either. But I'm sure it's you, Lottie. His voice is deep with emotion, yearning. I feel his fingers run down my cheek. The one I was looking for hundreds of years. I feel his forehead against mine. The vines tighten possessively. The silence between us is heavy, with centuries of unsaid words. For some reason, this scene is familiar to me. This happened before. The same vines coiled around me once already. Does he remember too? It's okay. We can just start over. How many times are we gonna start over? You're gonna choke me out again? Again and again, until it's right. A curse. His expression almost crumples before reverting back to normal. Is this my punishment for what I did to you back then? The question hangs between us. I wish I could say something, but I'm slowly losing consciousness. The last thing I see is his face, filled with sorrow. Everything fades into darkness. Is this another ending? If it really is my punishment, then what about the things you did? To me, what did I do? You're not telling me any info. How am I supposed to fix it? The vines tighten even more. It's painful. Why must I shoulder the burden alone? I can no longer feel anything. My body is shutting down. It's silent. And here I am, back again in this eternal darkness. I don't understand. Or maybe I do. Did I choose wrong? Again? Am I really the one he's looking for? Ah, another bad ending. Okay. So we got 3 bad endings so far. Okay, let's try this again once more from the top. Okay, bro, this is kind of hard. This isn't real. I thought I was doing good. I complimented the plays, but I guess not. Was that too good for him? Like, she would never say that. Oh my god. Okay. 3 endings. That's 3 bad endings. There's like 3 more I haven't gotten yet, and there's 1 good ending that does progress the day. So let's see what else I can get. Am I gonna die again? Cass laughs. It sounds genuine. Warm. I feel him step closer as he gestures to the flowers around us. Of course it's not real. But isn't it beautiful? Bro, I'm about to crash out. What do you mean? I find it hard to disagree. It was breathtaking. The beauty of this place is undeniable, but everything looks too perfect. Like a dream or a painting. I feel like a fish swimming towards a lure. Cass's expression softens. He reaches out and tucks a stray hair behind my ear. I love this side of you. You never changed. His touch is gentle, like he's holding something fragile that might slip through his fingers. Unsure how to react, I pull back slightly. The flowers around us seem to darken in color. I brush my hands against the petals of the roses lining the ground. The petals are sticky. Nectar, maybe. I dare not think of the alternatives. The air begins to feel a little chilly. It's dangerous here. What do you mean? I get trapped again? That is unreal. Okay, hold on. It's the same thing, right? I'm just gonna skip through this real quick. Bro, is it before? There's no shot I'm going to go back again. Yeah, it's gonna be the same thing, right? Oh my god. Okay, so it's something way before that I did wrong. Mother truckin'. Okay, we're gonna try this like 1 or 2 more times, see if I can do this again. So let me try and find a save. Hold on. What if I poison myself? Okay, I'm gonna try and poison myself and we'll see how this works out. If he chokes me out after I poison myself, I'm gonna crash out. So then maybe we don't grab the vial from way before and oh, it's all the way in the beginning. Okay. Okay. If not, I don't wish to continue living like this, remembering nothing, alone with a psychotic man. I don't have the luxury to care given my circumstances. I tip the vial's contents into my own cup. The poison flows thicker than liquid should, forming strange patterns on the surface before dissolving. Okay, I'm just gonna skip a bit to see if anything changes. Oh, okay, I don't feel any different. When would it take effect? Okay, so I guess grabbing the poison isn't the best option. He killed me here, right? Oh, so we've done this before. Do you really think I wouldn't know you poisoned your own cup of tea? Or the other items you can find in this room? You place them here. Wait, that gives us more info though. So I guess at the very beginning, I can't just grab the poison. It's not gonna work out. His grip tightens. I feel my vision swimming. Did you switch our cups? His silence confirms my question. I just don't understand. Oh yeah, dude, I don't know. Oh, wait, it's different though. Okay, hold on. Maybe poisoning myself is the option, even though that sounds crazy. Why did you switch our cups? Isn't the answer obvious? You don't want me to kill myself? I can't reply. He doesn't wait for an answer. Do you really think this poison changes anything? I mean, I thought it would. His voice is soft, barely a whisper. I'll just repeat. And he does? Yep, okay. So we have something new at least. Okay, hold on. We have something new here. So it was before, like, alone, in that emptiness. Is it gonna still not kill me, reset everything again either way? Not alive, but not dead. He doesn't wait for an answer. It's the same thing. Yeah, okay. It just gives us more info. Maybe we really just forget something important. We definitely did. Okay, so I might have to go all the way back to the beginning. Hold on, I'm trying to find my saves. I gotta figure out which is which. Okay, so we're gonna investigate the drapes around the room, and we'll see if this has anything to do. When I looked at my saves, there were other ones before, like when we didn't know who we are or we were asking him to let go of us. I feel like the let go of us part, he's definitely just gonna take me out maybe, so I don't really trust that. But we'll see if this changes anything. Something shiny catches my eye around the drapes. I feel around and find something cold and thin. Some kind of sharp wire, maybe. It glints faintly in the light, still streaked with rust red. An uncomfortable feeling rises in my chest as I reach my hand up to feel my neck. There are marks. They don't seem fully healed. Possibly from the wire? The scars on my neck throb. I can almost imagine the wire around my neck, digging into my flesh. But we know from the other bad endings, it was his arms around my neck, not the wire. But now knowing the wire is a possibility, great, I have another weapon for him to use against me. Something tells me these wounds weren't inflicted 100 years ago, like he claims he's waited. My palm sweats as I carefully retrieve it, keeping my movements minimal and controlled. I tuck into my pocket for safekeeping. So he's already told us he knows about all the things we hid around the room, so we have to really just surprise him with this. It wouldn't hurt to have this on hand, just in case. However, I can't afford to panic right now and do something stupid. As I wait for him to come back, I look around the room once more. Gonna skip around a bit since I've already done this part. Okay, so we have a new option. Now that we don't have the poison, we have the wire. And there's a take the opportunity and strangle him option. It is gonna be the death of me, but I want to see it happen, so we're just gonna do that. I quickly jump up, wrapping the sharp wire around his neck. He was prepared though. Of course he was! How do I beat this man? How do I survive? His movements are too quick. Like he's done this before many times. Bro, how many times have you tried to kill him? He's like, okay, just another one. This little loop is a bust. Let me try again. I feel him grab my arm so hard, twisting it at an angle that forced me to drop the wire. And then, I felt something touch my face. Okay! He's chloroforming me? It's too late. The world tilts violently. My limbs won't respond. You always make me do this. I feel myself losing control. Do you really think I don't know what you have planned? Or the objects around this room? You haven't changed at all, have you? His touch burns my skin. It's useless. Everything will just repeat. Over and over again. When will we both learn? At least this time, I have you all to myself a little longer. Everything fades to black. What does he mean, over and over again? Did I make the wrong choice? Apparently! Look, my fourth, fifth time, I got a bad end. The thought slips away like sand through fingers. I feel my memories fading. His, once again, yay, another bad ending, whoop whoop whoop. Okay, so I have been trying with my own little knowledge of this game to try and get a good ending. There is one normal one besides all the other bad endings I just got. Oh my god. So we're just gonna use the walkthrough that the game does offer to us, so thankful for that. And the funny thing is, looking at it for normal ending, it says don't attempt to kill Cass or yourself. Yeah, obviously I should not do that. So we're just gonna go ahead and get through all of this real quick. Okay, so I've gone through the walkthrough and I got to the point where we're in the garden and there was the option like this isn't real or it's beautiful. I clicked this isn't real. If I did this correctly, we should have one more option to do, then I will have the normal ending from the game so far. Or not. Or maybe I messed up? I did not mess up. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I didn't get this CG before. I feel the vine slowly unravel as its grip on me loosens. They slither to the ground, writhing next to the dead flower petals. Once again, I feel myself pulled into a tight embrace. His arms are colder now, the scent of roses enveloping me. I just can't let you go, can I? His voice feels raw and fractured. What's wrong with me? Please stay. I need you. His words are barely audible. Too many questions are swimming in my head. Why does his touch feel familiar? What exactly did we do to each other? I don't understand. His grip on me loosens. A flicker of something crosses his expression. I can't tell what exactly it is. Regret, maybe? But then, his smile returns. It's a soft one, almost sad. Let's go back. And then, a light snapping sound. The world bends. I feel the room shift around us. The scent of the garden fades ever so slightly, replaced by the familiar sweet smell of the bedroom. The vines in the garden vanish in an instant. The room is exactly as we have left it. The same suffocating purple walls, with no door and one window. But things feel a little different. Its atmosphere feels lighter somehow, shadows a bit less long. I feel Cass's gaze on me. Then, he slowly turns away, leaving me standing here. His cloak brushes my arm as he passes. Good night. He remembers every cycle, doesn't he? Waiting centuries. But I still can't remember. It's like the harder I grasp for memories, the faster they slip away from me. It's frustrating. It feels like my entire life is in limbo, here at this place. Can I trust him, or not? Should I trust him? Ooh, okay, we're going to, where am I save at? 4. We're gonna pretend to trust him for now. I don't have memories, but it's better to err on the safer side. After all, my body remembers what my mind doesn't. The bruises on my wrist throb in response to my thoughts. I can't let my guard down around him. Not when I still have no idea where we are. Cass seems to have disappeared into the shadows once again. I don't think I ever got used to this. This room feels alive, evil. I smell the scent of roses clinging to my clothes. Under different conditions, I might even grow to like this scent. Unsure what to do, I run my fingers along the ornate dresser next to the bed. The wood is smooth, like new. Ooh, okay. Something a bit different. We're not looking out the window. Let's search the drawers. The nightstand drawers are empty, save for a single crushed rose, as if held too tightly. The dried flower petals crumble at my touch. Reaching deeper into the drawer, my hand brushes against something solid. I pull the object out. It's a small, delicate music box. The wood is darkened with age, metal clasp tarnished black. The surface is carved with intricate patterns of roses, seemingly worn from time, like fingers had traced them endlessly. I also follow suit, tracing the patterns. Gingerly, I open the box. A crisp melody begins to play. This song is familiar. A lullaby, but I can't remember the name. Tucked into the corner of the box, I found a small slip of paper, It crackles as I unfold it, brittle with age, and yet untorn. Oh, is that a photo? An old photograph. There's no bruises or anything. It's us. Cass and I, smiling, holding this exact same music box. The carvings match perfectly. He looks different here. A lot softer, younger, more human. I look different too. At least I think I do. The woman in this photo is radiant, but the current me, I don't think I can make that sort of expression at all. But I don't remember this. I stare at the photo. The tight feeling in my chest increases. Should I trust this? The photo feels real, but so do the bed and walls around me, and yet nothing makes sense here. What if all of this is some fabricated lie? I mean, I don't even know if this is really reality. Plus, I don't trust him. The music box's melody raps as if responding to my thoughts. The notes twist into something darker. My entire body feels heavy. I didn't realize how exhausted I was. The bed looks painfully inviting right now. Putting the music back in the drawer, I crawl under the blankets. The sheets are ice cold, and the pillows are too soft, unnaturally so. I close my eyes. The image of the photograph burned into my memory. I can still see it. Our smiling faces. A whole life I can't remember, huh? For some reason, the music box's melody lingers in the air, lulling me to sleep. It continues to play, despite being close, the sound echoing across the room. It's a dreamless sleep. I feel fingers run through my hair, gentle, caring, familiar. Cass. But something tells me not to move. Good night, Lottie. I wonder if this is what it feels like to be loved. Hey! Did I make it to the end? Ah, we made it! Oh my god, I had to use a walkthrough, but we got to the end. Let's go! Day 2 is being developed. Stay tuned, will do! Oh my god, bro. That was so nerve-wracking getting all these damn bad endings, but it made the game even more fun, because just any type of option I make can just get me killed and have us reset this damn timeline. Oh my god. But yeah, that was Purple Room. I really enjoyed that one. That was a lot of fun. Lots of theories. Obviously, with the photo we found in the music box, we knew Cass from before, but I want to know what got us into this situation. And this whole room thing, like, what is it? Like, Cass obviously has, like, control over it because he made the room turn into that, what was it? The terrarium? The garden. He made the room turn into the garden, and then he made it turn back into the room. And he's just able to leave and then come back, and there's somehow, like, drinks here. So he has some sort of control in it. I don't know if there's, like, an outside world, or can he go to the outside world and just leaves us in here, like a little... like a bird cage, basically. This is what it is. It's like a bird cage. We're stuck in here. That little window. That window, though, that's kind of strange how he has that window there. And we obviously can't look through because my first ending is me looking at it and then getting pulled through and all those creatures just ripping me apart and Cass has to watch helplessly. So that's also another thing. If Cass can control this room, what is that darkness outside? Why is that even there if it's going to hurt me if I look at it for too long? But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. It was a lot of fun. Don't forget, I left links in my description to the itch.io page if you guys want to try it. Try not and get all the bad endings like I did. Try it and see what happens. But that's it for today. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. I have members open. You guys get videos about 2 weeks before everyone else. And I'll see you guys all later. Bye bye.